Welcome everybody to Cold Frost Commentary. I'm of course Cold Frost. Join me once again, as always, the irreverent Brain Amoeba,
Hello, hello.
and it is of course Frasier Friday. Now, some of you might be wondering, are we late? The answer, of course, is no. I said 8:30. I did not state this time specifically. EDT. In fact, it is 8:30 CDT right now, so we are on time.
That's right.
Yeah. That math checks out.
Yep. I know how time zones work.
Do you?
No.
Oh, I was
But
hoping
if
you
you
could tell me.
but if you say yes, you get to be included.
Oh. Why is the international date line so wonky?
Because it was made by the British.
But the prime meridian isn't all wonky.
That was not made by the British.
Who was that?
M-
Made by the
much,
Romans?
much like their teeth, the British can't make straight lines.
Oh. What made the prime meridian?
Romans, they knew
Okay.
how to build straight roads.
Well, I don't know if they did because all roads led to Rome. I don't know if that. I don't think that math checks out.
You can make them straight. You just have to not care about what's in your way.
Oh. It have very long bridges.
Yeah.
They had bridges crossing the Mediterranean Sea, the Romans.
Anyway, let me see here.
What are you doing? Are you actually looking up who made it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. If it's the British, I'll laugh.
it's not.
Oh, okay. If it's the French, I'll laugh even harder.
uh, Ptolemy used the first consistent meridian for a world map in Geographia.
So all goes back to that madman. I'm assuming you mean Claudius Ptolemy?
Yes.
Yeah. The guy that gave us the correct version of the universe.
Yeah, not the Egypt Ptolemy. That was a different Ptolemy.
Yeah. Well, no, yes, but also no, because I believe Claudius Ptolemy was also in Egypt, in Ptolemaic Egypt, but he was not the Ptolemy general of Egypt who founded Ptolemaic Egypt, of which the Cleopatra was descended from.
Correct. You have your finger on the pulse of critic
of
YouTube too. I can see.
of what? I have my finger on what?
The pulse of TV critic YouTube. I can see.
No, I just know a lot about Roman era
Well,
knowledge.
you just have to know when Alexander the Great happened, and you go from then on. It's Ptolemy's line.
Yeah, yeah, because he conquered Egypt, and then everything got better or worse or
He
better.
said, "I'm going to put you guys in charge of my empire. Do not splinter when I'm dead." And then he dies, and they said, "Well,
Well, to be fair, they didn't expect him to die. He said as they were pouring poison into his cups.
yeah."
Oh no! We don't expect him to die. Kill this motherfucker.
He's like, "Well, I guess I'll see you guys later."
Yeah, he rode off into the sunset. Like Arthur, he will return one day to lead Macedonia.
Yeah, it's going to cause some issues.
Like what?
Greece and Turkey fight about Macedonia, don't they?
I mean, Macedonia is its own independent country right now.
Isn't it Greece and Macedonia who fight about Macedonia?
Probably. But isn't that just old times? Doesn't that mean that his coming is nigh?
Do they only come when there's peace so he can start war again?
No, he comes when the Macedonians need him most. He will appear, unlike the Avatar who vanished.
But he came back.
Well, yeah, eventually.
Like literally right before the end of the war.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hey guys, oh shit, it's just over.
He had like 3-ish months before everything was burned in fire.
I mean, it's a good thing they found him in that ice block. Otherwise, I guess eventually he would have been found when the world melted.
Yeah, because he would have been
He would
confused.
not be able to do anything about that.
I gotta balance the elements. Every other elemental bender is dead. It's like,
I mean, it is a balance in theory.
I mean, technically, we find out that the Benders in A Legend of Korra that different Benders can have children together from the nations, and then they kind of weirdy mixed bending. Like that's where lava bending comes from.
Is that where lava bending comes from? I mean, it's implied, but the lava bender that was before that they were fighting, that was in that terrorist group, was his parents Fire and Earth?
The Red Lotus,
Yeah.
the coolest of any Avatar antagonist.
I mean,
Fucking
to be really, you want to. I would say Amon was also pretty interesting.
yeah, but they kind of fucked him up at the end.
Well, yes, they did, but up until the end, like you just take that part out. You just forget about it. Don't worry about it. Before then, pretty cool guy. The problem was like we made a mystery man. We'll eventually solve the mystery. No, 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 no. Don't solve the mystery. It's better to be a mystery. Who was Amon? But I mean, I don't know. I had problems with the rest of those were okay, I guess.
We got to see them airbend the breath out of the Earth Queen.
That
When
was
the,
cool.
when the Nickelodeon censors were asleep at the wheel for Legend of Korra, we had the murder suicide and all the deaths.
I mean, I will say the stories weren't the greatest. Well, they got to their point quicker than in Last Airbender. Last Airbender meanders a fuck ton.
That's because they had season 1, that was all they were guaranteed. They had season 2, that was all they were guaranteed. They got season 3, and they said you can have season 3 and season 4, so they had more room to stretch their legs.
Yeah, so it meanders a bit, but Korra kind of got to the point. I just didn't like Korra as a character. I did like Varric though. When we got him, he was
That's
great.
because they said we're going to make the opposite of Aang. Aang was likable, so
Unlikable.
so Korra has to be unlikable, and nobody stopped that pitch meeting.
Okay, we want something different than Aang. Okay, different than Aang. All right. Well, what was the major thing about Aang? Everyone liked him. Okay. So no one will like this Avatar. Ah.
Yeah, that's new. It's different. Subverts my expectations.
But like the side characters are cool. But yeah. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Frasier. We did a 8-minute aside about Avatar.
We got to get our bants in.
That's
what
fair.
the people come for.
That is what they come for. It's what I come for, at least sexually.
Yeah, frequently. That's why we only see you from top up.
Exactly. There will be no dark side filled slip ups with me. You don't even know what's going on.
Unlike some people, I can keep a straight face.
Anyway, so today's episode of Frasier is the unkindest cut of all. Now, Brandon Meba, knowing what we know about Frasier, what do you think will be going on? Do you think that this may be where Frasier goes to Japan and it becomes a samurai flick?
No, this is this is where we turn into a crime drama where Frasier is going to be called in to psychoanalyze a mad stabber who's going around and cutting people.
He's such a mad stabber. He didn't even stab people. He's cutting them.
Yeah, that's what's mad about him. Why is he mad? He never stabs.
Why did you just call him a cutter? No, he calls himself the stabber. What?
Yeah, he's the mad
All of his
stabber.
notes say the stabber. We find no stabs. What does it mean, Frasier?
And yeah, in the end, it's going to turn out to have been Niles who has snapped from his loveless marriage. And he was inspired by tales of Daphne's homeland and is aping Jack the Ripper.
This makes it sound like it's a faraway magical place. Tales of Daphne's homeland. Oh yeah. That magical mystical place of England.
You can use homeland for anybody's country.
I know. It's
just because she's not from the mysterious Orient doesn't mean I can't say homeland.
No, it's made it sound more fantastical than England.
This isn't the 30s. It's okay.
Well, there are fantastical homelands, but
What's a
England is
fantastic?
not what I put there.
Why not? What's wrong with England?
Everything. Have you seen them? They can't make anything straight.
We discussed this previously.
Exactly. Bring it all back together, back around.
You thought there wasn't a script, but there is.
Yeah, that's a secret. Someone writes this. All right. Well, if that's what you think, that's what you think. I think you are right 100%, and this episode will be weird and interesting. But let's go ahead and get into it.